Hello everyone, how you doing today? Stompar Gamer here, and today we're going to go to Drake DefenseCon, which I'm sure will just be an amazing experience as we look at the manufacturer Drake Defense. Alright, let's go ahead and take the terminal. I'm going to move a little slow just in case there is any choppiness, as well as, older laptop, so she's not exactly up to snuff for playing on Wi-Fi from a hotel room. As well as, older laptop. Alright, that was just real quick. I was taking a look to make sure the stream is working. It seems to be working. And here we are, Drake DefenseCon, with the same kind of appearance as we had last year with the red theme going. And you'll notice in the title I said Drake Defense with defense in quotes con. Basically the reason that you do not see Drake at the Invictus ceremonies, it's not sponsored by the UEE Navy. The UEE Navy does not like Drake. They see them as kind of funding and supplying pirates. That's the lore of it. Drake is very much saying that that is not them, but I'll let you decide. So we're walking in and we got some loud Drake music going, very kind of techno theme. And we got the Drake Caterpillar in front of us, some cutlasses on the right and left. So, first things first, we'll take a look at the Caterpillar. The Caterpillar is an amazing cargo ship. Up until the arrival of the C2, the Drake Caterpillar was currently the biggest cargo ship we had in the game. So now the C2 carries more, but the Cat still has a huge place in the game because it is still the most efficient cargo transport. And in the future, these elevators that you see on the side, these doors opening, they will drop down to the ground and you can be able to use them to quickly load and unload. It's going to be a modular ship, so you'll be able to make it shorter if you want. The command capsule on the other side will detach. So you'll be able to use the command capsule on the right here as kind of a little snub fighter for your cargo craft, or an escape module. So again, it's a very good cargo ship. I personally do not have one in my hangar anymore because I preferred the C2, just because I like the aesthetics. And escape pods. No Drake ship has escape pods or ejection seats. So fly at your own risk. I'm going to take a look over here at these cutlasses. I believe this is going to be the Cutlass Black. I turned the in-game sound down, yet it's still pretty loud. So here we have the Cutlass Black, which is an excellent little ship. I say little, it's it's a mid-sized ship. Yeah, and definitely my game is a little choppy, and again, that's partly laptop, partly internet. So this is kind of your cargo carrying, troop transport, small vehicle carrying version of the Cutlass, or a pirate carrying version of the Cutlass if you choose to use that. The Cutlass right over here is very handy. It is the first kind of hospital ship we got in game. You can use the hospital beds to respawn if you die in the verse. Very handy to have. And in the future we'll have medical gameplay, where you'll be able to heal people, bring them onto this Cutlass, and take care of them and get them to a hospital. So these do not have, so there's 3 levels of beds. These do not have the highest level of bed. The only thing that has that is going to be the triage from, I believe, RSI. And also the Endeavors and some of the larger ships. This is the blue, I believe. Yep, this is the blue. You can very easily notice it, 1, because it's blue, and 2, if you look at the cockpit, it has very few struts. So you have excellent visibility from the Cutlass Blue, and this is the police variant. Police/enforcement variant. So it has in the back 12 cells to carry bounties back to prison. Or in the future, I believe there will be prisoner transport missions, so you'll pick up the cells and carry them kind of like cargo. So that's kind of neat. I hope in the future you'll be able to take out some of these cells and, take 3 out and use it for cargo, or 6 out and use for cargo, etc. And again, I do apologize if the video is a little choppy. It's actually choppy on my laptop this time. And I think that's because of the internet at the Delta Hotel here in lovely Grand Rapids, Michigan. I'm in Grand Rapids, Michigan right now. Here is a Drake Herald. This is a data running ship. It's actually really friggin' cool. It's fun to fly. It is very fast in a straight line. It's relatively maneuverable. And when data running actually comes to game, the only competition this ship will have a Mercury Star Runner. But for solo player running, this is the ship for data running. It's going to be very neat, very fast, and a lot of fun gameplay. But right now there is no gameplay for it. If you own one, I would hang on to it, but otherwise I wouldn't purchase one. I'd purchase it in-game when and if the gameplay becomes available to us. Over here we have some more cutlasses. So nothing to see here, moving along. Here we have the Drake Fighter, the Buccaneer. If you see my video on the Buccaneer, I was pleasantly surprised with some of the buffs it's received. It's a much better fighter than it used to be. It's very maneuverable. It's always been maneuverable, but it's even more so now. And it's more durable now with the shield tech that we currently have. However, it is still the least durable fighter of its size. That nose takes damage. I think they use tissue paper for its armor, to be completely honest. And not having an ejection seat when we get Death of a Spaceman is going to be a serious hindrance for this ship. Would I use one? Me personally, no. I think there's other better options in this weight class. Super Hornet as one, Gladius as another. But it is still a very neat ship. And if you own one, have fun with it. I mean, it is a lot of fun. And I do believe that the Krakens are going to carry these, like have dedicated bays for the Buccaneers. We haven't had any word yet if they'll fit similar sized ships or not. But still, it's massive firepower. A good pilot can definitely make this ship work and do some massive damage quickly. But a bad pilot will not be happy. Alright, so now I think we just take a look at the Dragonflies. I think is the only other thing here, unless we have some holo viewers. Alright, we do have holo viewers. So here's a Drake Dragonfly, which is the space bike from Drake. So we currently only have two space bikes. We have the Drake Dragonfly and the Nox Qs, or the Noxes. Dragonfly is by far the best. It actually stays upright. The Nox Q has a tendency to be on its side, fly on its side, spaz out. So Dragonfly is very useful. Again, don't buy it with real money. Purchase it in-game. All ground vehicles are dirt cheap in-game. But I definitely do recommend buying one and playing around with them. They are fun. And this holo viewer is of the Drake Kraken, the space carrier of the game that we currently have. And again, you got the Bengal carrier, the Idris is a carrier, but the Kraken is the one that most kind of brings to mind like an aircraft, modern day, current day aircraft carrier. So you have your landing pads up top. You have four small, and then on the other side you got two medium pads. Basically, we're assuming you'll be able to land one large ship to just take up both medium pads. And if that's the case, you can mount a lot of ships on the Kraken. You can put a Carrack on those two medium pads. You can put a Perseus. So we'll just have to see like how they actually work the gameplay with mechanics. They've come out and say that the shield of the Kraken will not protect the ships that are stored on deck. So if you park your ship, you're going to probably want to leave it powered on with the shields up. Because anyone doing like a bombing run on the carrier will be able to take out anything that's on deck. But the Kraken itself has a very comparable firepower to an Idris. Just doesn't have the railgun. It replaces that DPS with larger turrets. And shielding should be comparable to an Idris, however the armor will not. I personally have the Privateer. There's two variants, the base variant and the Privateer variant. The Privateer variant replaces a lot of the cargo space for shops, kind of like the Banu Merchantman. So I really like that concept of kind of like a mobile base. It's supposed to be able to land on planets as well. So you're going to be able to land this on a planet and set up like a frontier outpost. I think it's really neat. Great concept. And again, it's not currently being worked on. We have no idea when it's going to come out. I sadly kind of suspect we will not see the Kraken released to live until after Squadron 42. Alright, let's go around. And this one should be the Corsair, would be my guess. Might be the Vulture. We'll see what's over on this side. Okay, so this is the Vulture. This is the smaller kind of like... It's like a baby reclaimer. So it's going to be for the salvage mechanics. So this will be neat when it comes live and we have salvage. It's a lot bigger than you think looking at this. But it's definitely still a, smaller reclaimer. But it should be a lot of fun. Take things apart, dismantle them. I don't know if she does repair. Let me see if she does repair. Yeah, so she just takes stuff. Sounds like a fitting end to us. Salvage pays, ready to fit yourself to help the broker ships ready to pay for. Yeah, so it's just a salvage ship, but definitely a neat looking one, and I look forward to seeing it in game. And then over here should be the Corsair. Woohoo! I do own a Corsair. So the only two Drake ships I still have is the Kraken and this Corsair. Corsair I still have because I love the concept design. I love the look. I don't think the look is